Hey guys, Matt here with 6 Stages Gaming, bringing you another product opening. This time we have the Brave Logic starter deck for Luck and Logic, featuring Chloe Maxwell. We did the other one already for Tamaki, so make sure you check out the other video, and of course a box opening we did as well. So just as the reminder I put in this one is, this is just a starter deck, so this is more for demoing purposes than maybe something that you're going to sleeve up and take into a tournament right away. Again, this is the more demoing, player-friendly version of the game. That it was cheap, a lot cheaper too. That's something else to notice. This was only 500 yen, for example, where a proper trial deck, which is coming out in Japan with Bullet Logic, costs 1,700 yen by comparison, if I'm not mistaken. So, if you're just looking to learn the game and want to learn some of the basics, I would very strongly recommend getting this as your introduction point to the game. So without further ado, let's get into this. And I pre-opened the package because I absolutely am terrible at opening these packages, as you can see me destroying it now. So I did do that already. Get that out of the way. So it comes with this little pocket insert thing to start. They're doing a cross promotion with Cardfight Vanguard. So every starter deck comes with one of two cards that I've seen at least. So if you know anyone that plays Japanese Cardfight Vanguard, I don't know if these are actually worth anything, but hey, it's another card that you can get trade bait maybe. And it just comes with some promotional offers. Has a nice little card insert saying when it went out on sale. Nice little promotional display. It has these little inserts for the quick manual, how to play. Has some basic basic cards, what every card does. They have a chance to come with a Good Luck Campaign point card. Something very important to note about this, it's very much like the Bushiroad point bag system. I forget what it was actually called that they did for Weish. Sorry about that. But if you'll notice, here's like a little sample picture of what one might look like. If you happen to open one of these, you'll notice to say 3-point, and then there's like a little gray bar here that would look like a scratch off. Do not scratch it off. If you do, you can no longer redeem the points and it becomes worthless. I don't know exactly what they have planned for this yet, but I know they're going to be doing some deck boxes or sleeves, something like that would be my best guess. And then for the last little insert, it's your playmat to play on, and it also has a little bit more about the story about the world that this deck is focused on. It has your Chloe and the tiger, I forget what his name is, that she trances with. It has the monolith world, a little art with her Transunion, and then a little bit of how to play, what the cards do, and things of that nature. On the other side is your play area. I'm sorry I can't get a better shot of this right now, but all these are labeled. They have little English text. It has your level zone, has your stock over here, your paradox area, battle zone, intercept zone, where your deck goes. You can see it's cut off because they ran out of space, and then your drop zone. So if you're picking up the starter decks, this is definitely one of the best things to grab. It's a little bit busy. And it does show like what the little phase breakdowns are. If you can read Japanese, great. If you can't, well, might as well wait till the English versions for those to play. I forgot to mention in the other video, but I'll mention in this one, hopefully in the booster box. For translations, check out heartofthecards.com, I think is the full address. They will be doing card translations for this game. So starting off, we have what appears in the front, and Bushiroad foiling is a little bit different. I'll highlight that in the booster box video. But this does have a very basic foiling to it. But in Bushiroad games, it's not considered foiling. Foiling is only when it's a super rare or a parallel that has a signature on it. A thing to note is that all starter decks have about a 1 in 6 chance for the second version of whatever card is on front to be a stamped or signed card. So that's kind of like another little incentive that they have for buying the cards. Unfortunately, this one doesn't do anything special. I got just a regular one, so both mines were kind of duds, but that's fine. This is a starter deck, so we're just looking to get it to do demos. So this one has logic drive of plus 4K powered. I'm pretty sure this is until the end of your opponent's next turn. So green is all about maxing out your stock, having a good, healthy supply of stock, and then they all get boost because of it. You'll also notice that the cards in this are split. They'll have usually a 4 of a certain card and then 2 of another. So I'm not sure what the best ratios are going to be going forward, if it's like a 4-2 split or you want to do a 3-3 split, what have you. But that's something that we're definitely going to play with as cards go forward. So A lot of this, again, this is Chloe's starter deck, so it's going to be all about her Transunion, her and her foreigner partner, which in this in the early set is a tiger. That's why she has all this tiger armor on. Excuse me. Moving on, we go to our 3-drops for the Transunions. I don't remember what this one does off the top of my head. I don't think it was actually in the print and plays, so I'll have to look up the translation for this one. A lot of this is I'm just going to be showing off the art, and I do remember that one was a promo. And then, of course, we have the other 3-drop. And in future deck spotlight videos, we'll talk about the card per card breakdown of what each level wants and things of that nature. This is another one that mirrors the 3-drop. Pretty sure they're both 3-drops from the yellow deck. That if it's on a broken gate, it gets plus 2k power, and it takes up 2 territories. So this is a great way to defend an unbroken gate and be on another gate, so she does get powered up. Moving on to the 2-drops, and actually I haven't seen some of these cards yet, so this is some really nice artwork to see. I didn't know there was like a water theme to this one as well. So this one just looks like a logic drive, get plus 2k. It's probably draw a card plus 2k, but again, I will look up translations to get the official wording on that. And then for the last 2-drop Transunion, just Chloe with her tiger armor again. And I'm sure her foreigner will be in here, so you'll see why she's wearing all the tiger armor. And then getting in your 1-drops, which are your logicalists, which are the black square, and then your foreigners, which are the white circles. Actually, there's a tiger guy himself. So if you haven't watched our other videos, the way that you play one of these, with a starburst, are called Transunions. You need to have 1 logicalist and 1 foreigner on your field. And then essentially you stack them together, search your deck for a Transunion of the current level or lower, and then play it over those 2 cards. And I'll go a lot more in depth about those with our actual playtesting videos. So make sure you look at those other videos to get a little bit better explanation of what's going on. So all your 1-drops or your level 1s, foreigner logicalists, are generally going to be pretty vanilla creatures. Some of them will have forerunner effects, some of them might have some other special abilities, but otherwise these are more just your Transunion fodder cards. They do have power, intercept, and they do other things, but I won't get into all that right now. Again, they can check out in the playtest videos. So all these are just going to be a lot of 4-ofs. This one I don't know off the top of my head, but it has some kind of continuous effect that it gets plus 2k power as I drop a card. So again, just Chloe for this. And then this is one that usually play 2 of each one. It's a lot weaker, so it has a forerunner effect. I think this one is push a guy, get plus 1,000, or comes into play, give another one of your guys plus 1,000 power. So this is something just for battle tricks and a way to pump up your guys to hopefully beat through another creature. Then going on to our foreigners, which are again indicated by the white circle on top. We have the tiger dude, who is our Transunion partner, which in the card game doesn't really mean anything. It's just where the art of the card comes from. In the anime, it's actually who they're partnered up with and who their Transunion partner is for the show. So for right now, that really doesn't mean anything. So here's the water person, which I haven't seen yet. This is the water foreigner, which explains where she has the water armor coming from. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that actually does. And then this is actually one of the better forerunners that we've seen. Is this it? He's able to push a guy to stock and get plus 1,000 power, if I'm not mistaken. It's this one or another one that's a foreigner 1-drop. So again, the thing is you can only use these if your opponent has 6 unbroken gates. So forerunners you don't want to just run a lot of, plus again they're in the lower power than what the rest of them might be. Up next we have tactics cards. And this is what I really like about the game, is that it has these tactic cards, which essentially work like instants during battle phase. So there's 2 of each of the kinds in the deck, so most decks run 4 total. For this one, you can see by this little icon right here, this one gives them plus 2 aura in battle. You do have to pay 1 stock to use it when it enters your battle zone, but this is a very, very strong card that can swing the tides of battle for you. So part of me wants to think that you should be running more of these, but 4 seems to be the number right now. And then as we have with aura, we have one that increases power by 5,000. So this is again one of those things where you might want to save these for the later game, where those last couple gates are going to be very crucial to winning, and you don't want to have to expend a lot of cards to do so. One thing that they took from Weiss Schwarz that's just very similar is what's called paradox cards. You'll see that there's these crazy sideways cards, And this is another one of those examples of a card that's foiled but not foiled. So once you get cards in, if you buy some packs, you'll understand exactly what I mean. So this is how you change the battles. It says battle become aura, which is those little blue symbols on the cards. And again, how you can determine battle is either by the power level here, which is how much total damage, or the aura, which is this blue icon. So again, there's a lot of combat tricks in this game, and it really makes combat very, very fun and unique, and that's why I actually love this game so much. So this is one that when it's in the field, it switches all into aura, and you get +1 aura for playing it. And then if you have monolith, they get +2k power as well, as long as this is active. So if your opponent changes it back from aura, or if they're out auraing you, you can cancel it and give your guys more power. Again, as long as this is active in the field. So that's something to play with. And again, I think it's a max of 8 paradoxes in a deck, so you do want to run 4 and 4. And then here's the other paradox card for the starter deck. And this one just looks like it gives +1 aura, where the other version has +1 aura and an additional power boost. So that's something you probably want to look for and getting all of the power boost cards. And then lastly, we have what's called a gate deck. So the thing you'll notice that's different is the backs on the gate decks are completely different, and they have their own deck. So if you want to play Luck and Logic, you have to buy one of these starter decks, as these gates are not in the actual booster. They're not in Booster 1 as of right now. They might include them in future boosters, but that's to be determined. If you've played Duel Masters or Kaijudo, they're very much like Shield Blast, where every time a gate is turned up, when it's broken, you turn it up. Once your 6th gate is broken, you lose the game. Every time they get turned face up, they have an ability that gets you some kind of advantage back. So it's a part catch-up system, part way to make sure that let's say your draws aren't the best, it is a way for you to get back into the game. And that's happened quite a few times in our playtesting. And truth be told, I wasn't using the green print and play deck. I was using the yellow one, the Tamaki, because I like the mill and the strategy that deck evokes. So I'm not all that familiar with what these gates do off the top of my head. I know this one lets you get one back from your drop zone or graveyard. So let's say you got rid of an extra card early that you would have liked to have another one of, or if you need to get another logical list, so you can do another Transunion. Having this card broken on you so you can get another card to do a Transunion next turn can actually be very, very strong. This is one card that I really like, and what caught my attention on the Gates deck, and I see a huge design area that hopefully Bushiroad explores. For this card, it's whenever when this card's broken, if you have 4 or more destroyed gates, tap all creatures your opponent controls. And for anyone that played Kaijudo, this is like almost exactly like Storm Spark Blast, even though that's conditional. But again, this is one reason why I'm super excited for seeing other card design or what future cards or gates specifically might look like. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to. And then here's what the last gate looks like. Thing to note is each gates are 2-ofs, and you cannot have more than 2 of any number in your gate deck. So as you're going through, all of these had different numbers. So even if it gets to a point where more gates come out in the future, you can't have 5 1-cost gates, or they're not cost, they're just 5 level 1 gates in your deck. So that's something to look out for as well. But again, if you want to play Luck and Logic, you have to get a starter deck because it is the only way to get a gate deck. So please make sure you are aware of that when you're looking to get the cards. And then lastly, I did it in the other video, but I'll do it here again as well. My Luck and Logic sleeves came in, so I was very excited to get these in. And I got them off Ami, and you might be able to find some other online places to get them from. But as of right now, they were sold out. But if you've ever played, if you ever ordered sleeves from Japan, or if you're familiar with anime sleeves, they are your pretty otherwise cheap. I mean, they're decent quality. They're going to hold up for a little bit for you. But they're not going to last a very long time. So if you're buying these, you need to buy oversleeves for them as well. And I just really love the more teal, turquoisey color that they have on the side of them, which might not come through in the camera that well, but it's a very nice color. So if you guys like this video, make sure to drop us a like or comment below. Let us know what kind of other box openings or product openings you'd like to see. Again, we did do both starter decks and a booster box opening for this game, so make sure you check out the other videos. And in the weeks to come, we will be doing deck spotlights and other versus videos of us playing decks that we built once we get more cards in. So if you guys like the video, make sure to subscribe as well. We'll be having tons more Luck and Logic content coming out for you. We absolutely love this game and are really excited for the English version, which is why we couldn't wait. We got in on the Japanese version. So hope you guys like the video, and we'll catch you on the next 6 Sages Gaming Luck and Logic video. Have a good one.
Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to 6 Sages Gaming today for more Luck and Logic videos. Can't get enough of Luck and Logic? Be sure to check out one of our other videos and drop us a like or comment to show us your support. We really appreciate it. Until next time, always judge your logic.